There's a concept I want to share with you today that is another really good, lazy, effective strategy. It's called Thanks, Past Mellissa. Thanks, Past Mellissa. And it has to do with the fact that past you already did a bunch of things that you could use now. But usually you're going too fast to go back and pick those things up and put them to use. So we're going to talk about a few of the ways that you can make use of the things that past you has already done that you don't really have to rework. And then you too can have the fun mantra of, thanks, past self, thanks. This is a wonderful time when you're in this inward wintry moment during these last dregs of winter. It's a great time to consider, what did past self already create? Do a little reconnaissance through your own delicious offerings of the past and see what, with a little bit of updating, could be a part of your system for this new year. Again, I'm going to point out how nice it is to have a signature system, which of course is one of the things we do here, is figure out your signature system. Because when you do, all of those old bits, those old articles that you wrote a while back, but maybe didn't share that much, or even ideas for old programs or one-off sessions that you think, oh, well, now would be the time for one of those. And it fits into your system and it fits into your quiz funnel. Holy crap. It's like finding gold in your own backyard. So feel into this. What did past self do? Now, past self also includes, here's some things to look for from past self. Okay. Testimonials that past self probably wrote down at some point on some notepad or something, but you never really utilized them. Past, like I said, ebooks or written materials that you think, well, now I could really spruce that up and utilize that. Past self often taught classes in the past, and you still have the outlines to those classes, and they're still relevant. And even with a slight tweak, they're completely updated. So what else? What are some of the things that past self, past you created that you're now, as I'm saying these things, you're thinking, oh, I could actually go back and utilize that? I want you to consider that your past self was doing all those things, the things that you thought at the time maybe were unrelated. And now you can look back at even those things that you thought were unrelated and pull them in. Here's another way to think about what past self has for you now. I bet that you attended conferences, classes, workshops, community stuff, and connected with communities that you're not really even showing up for anymore. You're not utilizing. And yet those communities are there, and all the goodwill that people had for you when you were in that community is still there, and they miss you. So there's outreach potential there with communities that you've already fostered, that you've already stewarded and fostered and created. I'm curious, like, how many people have old Facebook groups with 1,000 people in them that you're not, you're never pinging them. Those are contacts who were curious about you at one point, and they're still hiding in some Facebook group somewhere, right? And it would be possible to go over there, and if not, just, if you just put a post in a really old dead group, it might not reach them. But if you actually go through and notice who these people are and send them a private message, hey, I remember we were in this group together before, and how are you, and what's going on? And past Melissa, past Venus, past Kelly, past Jamie, past Edie, past Alina, past everybody did a lot of work, right? So it's a great time to, while you're really just sitting in the bathtub not wanting to work, to muse on, well, what if past Melissa already did the work? What if I could just sort of gather in these connections and potentials and ready to go offerings and supportive things? Maybe I can just let my past self do the work. It's a great season for that. So I encourage you to give it a try and let us know where it leads you. Let us know what ends up getting recirculated, recycled, reuse, right? Recycle, reuse. It goes for all of our brilliant ideas as well.